Hello, my name is Harshvardhan Verma and I'm excited to share the topic that has fundamentally reshaped how we work, the impact of remote work on employee productivity. So, as remote work became the norm in 2020, the companies have been asking it is helping or hurtful for our productivity. In this presentation, I'll walk you through insights gathered from real world data and show how analytics can help to guide us through the answer. Moving on to the next slide, why did topics matter? The COVID pandemic triggered one of the largest shifts in human history from working in office to working from bedrooms and kitchen tables. In overnight, some organizations embraced the change and reported a massive boom in productivity, and others faced challenges like communication gap and disagreement. This created a compelling and urgent need to explore. Is remote work really productive? And if so, for whom? The central question guiding this is the central question guiding us for the analysis. So moving on to the next question, next slide. What are the data sources? And through the data source, I gather data from three different types of sources. Like first, service. I gather data from like companies like Gartner, PwC, and Buffer that help us understand what employees were experiencing, like how they felt about working remotely. Second, internal KPIs like things like task completion rates, logging time, and reported engagement. Quantify These are quantifiable indicator that tells how remote work is how remote work is good. And the third is time tracking tools like Hubstaff and Time Doctor. These are the tools that provide granular insight on the working patterns of the employees in the country after the transition of from office to remote work. This is the blend of qualitative and quantitative data that gives a comprehensive view of the impact. Moving on to the next slides, productivity metrics, remote works and office works. Remote works, as you can now let's further did one of key findings is that remote works gave us 13% more tasks completed on an average rather than in office. This increase in tasks is mainly due to fewer distraction, reduced commute time, and increased flexibility. However, office tasks showed more consistent are which points more structured, include something that can benefit in the long term for the company. These charts compare the output and log across different scenarios. As you can see, the productivity is higher for the remote workers. It tells you how work aligns with the environment. Like what, and now I will move to what data analytic techniques that I have used to gain insights. Like the analysis, the tools that I have used is Tableau, Power BI, Python, and Excel. So we began with descriptive stats like averages, median, and trends to understand the journal pattern in the data. Then we loaded correlation between like how number of meeting, daily meeting, the quantity of work from home environment, and internet reliability to productivity. Then finally we visualize the data using heat map, bar chart to uncover meaningful insights that make the data more actionable for leadership. This approach says insights were backed by evidence, not by assumptions. Now moving on to uh, role specific productivity insight. Like obviously in a company, every role have different roles, different stories. And it's not same for everyone. Remote work is not same for everyone. As you can see, technical and creative load role like developers, designers, and analysts often flourish in remote works because these jobs thrive in uninterrupted work, while conversely, managerial and collaborative roles reported dip in productivity. These individuals depend more on spontaneous interaction, face-to-face decision making, and constant communication. The graph on the slide, as you can see, the graph on this slide, these role-based differences determine that not every job benefits from remote work. In the same way that when we need to design a hybrid model for that. So, what are the key takeaways from this? So we can say first, yes, remote work increase productivity, especially in the roles that require concentration and autonomy. And second, the data analytics tool is not just a tool for afterthought. It is a strategic asset for identifying what works, what doesn't work, and for whom it works and for whom it doesn't work. The third, future likely isn't fully remote or isn't fully uh, if office. It is a hybrid model backed by insights and flexibility, may offer sustainable productive gains. Organizers need to be intentional, matching work models to the job roles and relying data to inform decisions. And rely on data to make informed decisions. Now, moving on to the last slide, what are the next steps? We like assess the what are next steps for business leaders who are the CEOs and founders. They should assess the role according to the situation, like according to the job role, like which job role thrive under remote work or which job role thrive under office work. Should all and they should also be a hybrid option, then combine remote and office for flexibility and for the mental health for the employees. And if the mental health is good, the employee will feel better and will be able to work more and more and utilize data continually, like then monitor and adapt policies based on new data that's come through. So this was my presentation, and hope you like it. My view on remote work, whether it is good or not. Personally, I think the best is hybrid work. It is flexible, and people can gain insight from office and in face-to-face interaction, and also work from home, which helps in mentally. So I think both are good. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.